Alright, so we're checking out an updated version of the BETAFPV Meteor75 Pro. I did the review on the first version about a year and a half ago, or I think it was April 2023 is when that video came out. So we'll talk about changed in this video. I'll link that old video in the video description, but essentially going to cover what's different here. So the form factor is the same. We've got the same frame here, the Meteor75 Pro frame, which is made for these three-bladed 45mm gem fan propellers. I think these are the same as before as well. So this frame size is specifically meant for this particular 45mm propeller. The motors are the same, but they're different color now. So these are 1102s, 22,000 kV. This is for a 1S setup. The ones that were on the first version, I think, were red and black. So they went to the silver and blue color, I guess, to match the frame. The canopy is the same. What is new is the flight controller. So before there was a 4-in-1 flight controller and a video transmitter separate, and the video transmitter was kind of attached to the canopy right there. They've combined all of those into a single 5-in-1 board. It's called the Matrix 1S. And the video transmitter now is 400 milliwatts max power instead of 350 milliwatts. So basically with the 5-in-1 you get the flight controller, the VTX, the OSD, the 4-in-1 ESC, all in one single board. And I'll put a link to the flight controller down in the video description as well if you guys want to check that out. But it's very similar to the Air 5-in-1. It's just that I think the board is 1mm thick, and this one will come with the plugs pre-soldered on. I think the Air does not have the plugs pre-soldered on, so you can see that these motors have the plugs on them. This should be a little bit lighter. I think it's not that much lighter, obviously, because they've combined the two boards into one single board. There should be a slight reduction in weight. And the other thing I'm noticing that's different is now they're using the 180-degree U pigtail here for the battery connection, which is the BT 2.0. That's the same as well. And of course, with this updated flight controller, we now have the JST plug instead of the micro USB, so that should also shave a little bit of weight off of there. The camera is the same CO3 camera. The canopy is the same. The canopy has the same, I think it's 20-degree and 30-degree angle adjustments, so you can choose between those two. And it looks like the antenna is, I guess you could pop it a little bit here. It's in that same kind of spot here, right next to the where the canopy is, plugged into the frame right here. So kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Obviously it's out of the way, but I guess if you crash a lot, the antenna won't get damaged. So I guess we'll find out when I do crash. So in terms of the rest of the stuff you get in the box, you're going to get the same decorative pieces that came with the first version, and that's what these little slots are for. You can put those on top. Of course, that just adds weight. Just makes it look prettier. I personally would not opt to put those on there. You get the USB connector, which is the USB-C to that JST connector for the flight controller. A spare set of props. Get some spare screws, and you get a Phillips head micro screwdriver. And then you do get these, basically some additional stuff here. 2 batteries, 2 1S 550s, and then you get the USB battery charger for these. So this will charge up to 2 of these BT 2.0 batteries, and it does have a battery voltage checker in there as well. So kind of nice for the combined price here. I think it's everything is like $109. So for this bigger whoop, pretty nice. And then you get the USB-C cable, of course. So these are little add-ons I think are kind of nice. You wouldn't get in a lot of other packages for this amount of money. And I forgot to mention the Express LRS receiver is built into the Matrix 1S flight controller, and it is a serial Express LRS receiver. So I don't remember if the previous version was serial or not. I can't remember. It's too long ago. I don't have that one anymore. All right, so here's how much it weighs. So it is a little bit less. I think the previous version was 31 grams, and we're just like a little over 30 grams, so about 9/10 of a gram shaved off. Then with the included 1S 550, it's coming in at 44.53 grams. Now for the flight test, I will fly with the battery that it comes with, which is the standard 1S550. But I also have the lava version of the 1S550, also from BETAFPV. They're essentially the same size, just that the battery is a little bit different internally. So I will show you a flight, one with the standard battery and then one with the lava battery, and I'll note that on the screen. And so with that, let's go ahead and fly it, and we'll see how it does. All right, so this is the standard battery. We'll do this first, and then we'll do the lava battery after. A little bit wobbly, no wind right now. Still not too bad. Definitely has decent power. Don't remember, it's been a while since I flew the Pro version. Yeah, I remember the other one had a little bit more prop wash. This one's really good. The video is really nice and clear. Yeah, nice little power loop there. A little bit of wind picking up now. Yeah, it's not too bad for 1S freestyle if you're into that. And pretty quiet. You know, I'm flying behind me over here. You can still hear it, but it's not super annoying. A little bit of prop wash there, kind of went straight down. Oh, hit the ground there. So this one, this battery has not as much power, I can tell, as the lava batteries. You'll see in the second flight. Trying to pull out of maneuvers. Just have to kind of be aware of the limitations of the battery. I'll pull out of these maneuvers a little bit sooner. And I did adjust the battery voltage settings so that I could have a little bit longer flight time. I do notice that a lot of these batteries will have a lot of voltage sag to like 3.2 volts, but they'll come right back to like 3.5 volts when it's at rest. And then you can compare the voltage sag of this one here to the lava batteries. Highly recommend the lava batteries over the standard batteries. So I got a little battery warning there. You can see it recovers back to like about 3.5. 3.2, get the little battery warning. And then when you're kind of at low throttle, it's like 3.5, 3.6. So we're at 3.5 minutes about. Pretty good. I'm going to compare the flight time of the standard battery to the lava battery in the second flight. I'm going to kind of cruise around here, drain the rest of this battery. It should be done soon here. I think around 4 minutes is what I remember. Still hanging on there, like 3.4, 3.47, and my throttle is under 50% for the most part, just kind of cruising here. We'll go a little faster, then you see the voltage sag, and you can see I'm kind of going by there a little bit higher throttle, little battery warning, and then that's down to 3.2 volts. And okay, I think a battery is done here. 4.5 minutes. All right, so let's see how the lava battery does. Go ahead and land. All right, here's the second battery. This is the lava lipo. Oh, a little bit more wind picking up now. Yeah, this one has a little bit more oomph. Can pull out of those little free falls with not as much issue. At the beginning of the battery here. A little bit of wobbles there. I think I'm getting up into the wind there. Let's try this again over here. Yeah, coming out of the free falls is a little bit better. Let's see what the flight time is like. The difference is, I don't know if you can tell, I'm not really watching the throttle versus voltage sag right now live, but let's see here. Yeah, a little bit of wobbles there. I think the tune could use a little bit of work. I probably will increase the PIDs a little bit over the stock PIDs. Ouch. Oh, not good. I think I broke something. All right, so what happened there is when I hit the ground, the battery got pushed forward a little bit, and then the battery cable was actually rubbing against the props. Nothing actually broke. Trying these like tighter power loops. I'm getting a little too close to the ground, kind of pushing my luck here. Yeah, still a lot of prop wash. I don't think that has anything to do with the battery, it's just the PID tune. Almost hit the tree there. Yeah, performance difference, I can feel that I have a little bit more power. Also, it's making me take a little bit more chances because I feel like I have more leeway or room to spare. But now I'm hitting the low battery already. It's kind of do the same thing, cruise around here. Maybe I was a little bit too aggressive in this flight compared to the last one. Already had about 4 minutes of flight time. The flight time is about the same. I think just that you have a little bit more power available to you. All right. Yeah, so looks like a little bit less flight time. Let's see, wait for the low battery. We're going to come back on again. There it goes. 3.3 volts. I'll go ahead and land it here. So just a little bit less, but I was probably a little bit more aggressive on this flight.